Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ajmal bin Zulkifli. My metric number is 273754 and I will start this presentation with the introduction. Integrity versus corruption. Integrity of the public sector refers to the honesty and accountability of the utilization of the resources and the authorities given to the public sector. The integrity of the public sector crucial for enhancing the public good and ensuring the legitimacy of public organization. However, the integrity in the public sector will be affected by the presence of corruption. Corruption is dishonest conduct by persons with authority. The action of corruption is including offering or receiving of bribes or improper gifts, rerouting cash, and laundering money. Corruption usually influenced by political and economic environment, lack of professional ethics along with habits, tradition and demography. The corruption nowadays very dangerous and may affect the public as well as the nation. It is crucial for us to reduce and eliminate the corruption practices in public sector to give benefits to the public and nation. Next, the purpose of the study. The purpose of this study was to gain a deeper understanding of the corruption in public sector, particularly in relation to the major players of public sector corruption and its effect to the public. There are three main questions for this study. The first question is who is the major players in public sector corruption and how they emerged. The second question is what the effect of corruption to the public, and lastly, how to avoid corruption in the future.
Hi, my name is Suraya binti Ismail, metric number 273423, and I will continue on the literature review. First of all, I would like to give a brief definition on the topic that we choose for this project. Corruption is a sort of dishonesty or a criminal act committed by a person or a group in a position of authority in order to obtain illegal benefits or misuse that position for one's own gain, while public sector is public goods and governmental services such as public education, healthcare, and those who work as the representative of society, which are minister and department under them. So corruption in public sector happen because these public goods have big responsibility for society and can easily manipulate public source for their own needs. Lots of corruption in public sector happen in many countries such as Malaysia, Russia, Ghana, Indonesia and more. As you can see on my right side, it is a list of few articles that we review for this project. Most of them is article from the latest year, which is 2022 and 2021. And some of the method that they refer to are dataset, interview and questionnaire. For overall, I can say that corruption did happen in many countries, and even audit organisation in Brazil was found supporting corruption. One of the factor of corruption is bribery, and at the end of the day, it affect the trust of citizen on the government management and shows that government failed to avoid corruption from happening in public sector.
Hi, my name is Nurhanis binti Ranzi. My metric number is 273482. For the methodology, we use bibliometry analysis to complete this project. We found 129 documents are suitable for us to use to complete this corruption in public sector project. And then the publication years for these documents are from 1987 until 2022.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Syafiqah Adila binti Rahim. My metric number is 273437 and today I will be presenting about the results of our research. As you can see here, this table shows the statistics on annual publications of corruption in the public sector from the year 1987 to 2022, and it indicates a trend of increasing numbers of publications. 1987 marks the first year documents on corruption in public sector were published with only one document recorded. From 1987 until 2015, less than 10 documents were recorded in the Scopus database. There was an increase in the number of documents published on corruption in public sector starting in 2016 with with 11 documents published. The number gradually decreased in 2017 and 2018, reflecting the declining interest in corruption. The number of publications increased drastically from 13 documents in 2019 to 22 documents in 2020. However, it experienced a decrease in publications to only 9 documents in 2021 and 2022. Using data based on document source types, this research also aimed to discover where corruption in public sector papers had been published. There were 109 journals, followed by 9 conference proceedings in Table 2, with a very big difference of 77.52% between the two. Trade journal was the least common document type.
We answered our 3 research questions in discussion part, which the first question is, who are the major players in public sector corruption and how they emerge? To answer the first question, the public sector employees or agencies are the individuals that engage in improper and illegal behavior. There are some factors that influence this unethical behavior includes political and economic environment, lack of professional ethics, culture and habits. Second, what is the effect of corruption to the public? Some examples of actions that corruption may do to the public include harm the public, including the non-existent range, incorrectly situated, and could lead to physical injury when there is protest activity is done. The Patma Bridge scandal in Bangladesh, the 2018 earthquake in Mexico City, and South Korean ferry disasters are all examples of important infrastructure projects that being awarded by the company that use low and cheap products, ignore safety procedures, and enjoy impunity and lack of government controls over their actions due to corruptions. The third research question is how to avoid corruption in the future. First, implement laws that ban this particular behavior. If the country has already implemented these laws, then the country should be more strict in this activity code of conduct. Second, establish a system that rewards the appropriate behavior and penalize the unethical behaviors in the public sector. And lastly, monitoring and oversight of public sector agencies. This type of action may need some help from the audit department.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Atasha Izlin binti Rahaizi, matric number 273476. I am going to present for the last part, which is the conclusion. This report conducted a thorough review of the publications related to studies about corruption in the public sector using bibliometric analysis, which consists in the scopus between the year 1987 to year 2022. Corruption is unethical behavior by those in positions of power. According to research, corruption in the public sector is a problem in many developing countries. Private individuals that try to improperly sway decisions made by the public sector might contribute to the corruption. The effects of corruption are immediately felt by the economy and society at large. In the worst case scenario, corruption is the procurement process, could harm and even death. Any nation can implement a number of ways to eliminate corruption. The rules specify how public servants must operate in accordance with the standard and how they can be held responsible for their actions and decisions. As of that, all organizations, whether public or private, should adopt strong standards of conduct. It must be mentioned that the Scopus database and the terms chosen for document titles were the only sources used for this research. We did not take into account additional comprehensive resources like Google Scholar or writings that reference corruption in the public sector. The methods for text analysis might be expanded to incorporate abstracts, which would probably yield more data and occurrences. Additionally, some writers or organizations might have entered their names more than once or with various misspelling into Scopus, which might have led to erroneous information about the links or output of the authors. Although with these limitations, the study enhanced the knowledge on corruption in the public sector. Each of the indications that lead towards the increases of corruption in the public sector are accurate and shows the actual facts about the corruption. More research had to be explored and done in order to create awareness on the negative effects of the corruption, not just to themselves but also to the nations and the upcoming generations. That is all from me. Thank you.